that original story. This is about his military service and having this moment of clarity on the battlefield. So after one particularly stiff fight, he famously stood on the battlefield contemplating the meaning of life for a whole day. Moreover, his epiphany convinced him that it was truly difficult to be 100% sure of anything. So this is one of those really important founding concepts that was central to Socrates, this idea that everything should be investigated, almost over investigated and sliced down into its components and defined and compared and redefined in order to try to establish if it was a true thing or if there was room for like a wiggle room within the interpretation. Um, that's an academic sentence, right? We've got the semicolon, moreover, comma. So we're linking two ideas together that are related. And epiphany is like this clear insight, almost like a moment of very high and clear thinking. Okay. Good. So now we're moving into this next major section of Socrates' life, kind of this philosopher period where he was constantly debating with the citizens of Athens. Good. Now, this is one special case to consider in terms of possessive writing. So we've covered off the other types of possession here, right? The possessive marker with an S, normal possession with non-S consonants. We talked about whether we have 3 or 4 people doing something together, then the possessive marker goes on the outside of that S because the S is marking plural, pluralizing the noun. And this is the final case which is a special case and an exception. When we're talking about it being possessive, we do not include any apostrophe. And the reason for that is because if we want to contract it will become its, right? So then if we wanted to talk about possession like its hide, like the hide of a deer or something like that, if we use this, we're going to confuse the reader because they're going to think we're saying it is. And so because of this, the possession of its is the one exception to the possessive markers. So that's just kind of like a side thing that we ended up covering in this lecture. Okay, so we're moving towards the end here now. We're moving into this final stage. Again, so this has got to be possessive, so it's giving me the correct notation there. Okay, there we go. Yes, just fix that. So this is an example of how to write a summary paragraph. And we've tried to follow Sean's advice. So your writing task for today is going to be to pick one of the 5 readings and compose a summary paragraph. Okay, let's just check to see how long mine ended up being. That can kind of act as a bit of a guideline for us. So we'll just grab the body of the work itself. 250, right on the mark, guys. Okay, so we'll say 250 to 350. All right, good luck. I await your question.